Hi everyone, welcome to CAPSA. Today we are going to explore a fascinating topic, the applications of microorganisms in the medical field. Now, why I say microorganisms? I am referring to living organisms that are so small they can only be seen under a microscope. These include bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protozoa. While many of them are harmful and cause diseases, there is another side of the story. Some microorganisms are our strongest allies and they play an essential role in the modern medicine. Let's understand how. First, first look at the antibiotics. Antibiotics are the medicines that kill or stop the growth of harmful bacteria inside our bodies. Interestingly, most of the antibiotic we use are actually produced by microorganisms themselves. For example, the fungus Penicillium notatum gives us penicillin, which was the very fast antibiotic ever discovered. Another bacterium, Streptomyces griseus, produces streptomycin, which was a breakthrough treatment for the tuberculosis. These discoveries completely changed the medical world, saving millions of lives. Next, let's talk about vaccines. A vaccine is a preparation that trains our immune system to fight against the infections. Many vaccines come directly from microorganisms. For instance, the BCG vaccine against tuberculosis comes from a weakened form of Mycobacterium bovis. The smallpox vaccine used a related virus called the vaccinia, and more recently, recombinant yeast has been used to produce the hepatitis B vaccine. By using microorganisms, we have been able to prevent the dangerous diseases and even eradicate smallpox completely from the world. Microorganisms are also powerful tools in the diagnostics. To put it simply, diagnostic means identifying a disease in a patient. One of the most famous tools is PCR, the polymerase chain reaction. It relies on an enzyme called Taq polymerase taken from a heat loving bacterium called Thermus aquaticus. PCR allows us to make millions of copies of DNA in just a few hours, helping doctors detect infections like HIV, tuberculosis, or even COVID 19. Similarly, the ELISA test, which uses microbial antigens or antibodies, is widely used to detect viruses such as HIV or hepatitis. Even glucose meters, which help diabetic patients, use microbial enzymes to measure the blood sugar levels. Another area is recombinant DNA technology. This is where scientists modify microorganisms like E. coli or yeast to act as little factories for medicines. Thanks to this, we can now produce human insulin, growth hormones, and even vaccines safely and cheaply. Before this technology, insulin had to be extracted from the pancreas of animals, which was less safe and less efficient. Recombinant DNA technology truly revolutionized the way medicines are produced. Microorganisms also work as probiotics. You may have heard this term on yogurt labels. Probiotics are live microbes that, when taken in sufficient amounts, improve our health, especially in the gut. Lactobacillus and bifidobacterium are two common probiotics. They help restore the balance of good bacteria in the digestive system, prevent diarrhea during the antibiotic treatment, and even strengthen the immune system. In therapy, microbial products have very interesting uses. The toxin from Clostridium botulinum, which is actually very poisonous, is carefully purified and used in controlled doses as Botox. This helps not only in the cosmetic treatments but also in treating muscle disorders. Scientists have also engineered viruses called oncolytic viruses, which specifically attack cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. This opens up a new possibilities in the cancer treatment. Microbial enzymes are equally important. For example, streptokinase, produced by Streptococcus bacteria is used to dissolve blood clots in patients suffering from heart attacks. Other enzymes from fungi and bacteria are used as supplement to help with digestion and inflammation. Microorganisms also contribute to gene therapy. In gene therapy, viruses are used as carriers or vectors to deliver healthy genes into human cells to replace the defective ones. This approach is being tested for diseases like hemophilia and cystic fibrosis, and it has already been successful in treating immune deficiencies such as SCID. Finally, microorganisms helps us produce biopharmaceuticals. These are medicines produced using biological systems. Examples include anti-cancer drugs like actinomycin D from streptomyces, immunosuppressants like cyclosporin from toli- tolipoclamide inflatum and used in the organ transplant, and statins from the Aspergillus terreus to lower the cholesterol levels. Looking ahead, the future application of microorganisms are even more exciting. Scientists are now exploring microbiome therapy, where adjusting the balance of microbes in our body could help treat obesity, diabetes, and even mental health issues. Tools like CRISPR-Cas9, originally discovered in bacteria, are now revolutionizing gene editing and opening up the possibility of curing genetic diseases. And those synthetic biology, we can now design microorganisms to produce entirely new drugs and medical solutions. So, to conclude, microorganisms are not just pathogens or disease causing agents. They are also our partners in medicines, helping us prevent, diagnose, and treat the diseases. From antibiotics to gene therapy, their contributions are at heart of the modern healthcare or modern medicine. As science advances, their role will only grow stronger, giving us new cures and improvement, and also in treatments. Thank you for listening to this lecture on the application of microorganisms in the medical field. If you enjoyed learning today and want more such informative content, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more lectures. See you in the next session. Thank you.